Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great day of SSL Soccer. My name is Xenlos, and I am joined today by...
It's PVC.
We are here for match day 10 of Division 1 football. We're getting towards that end of the season very quickly.
Yeah, I think only 4 more after this.
Yeah, only 4 match days left after this, and we have some very exciting games on the docket. Which one are you most excited for today?
Well, we're kind of looking at it. Inter London and Catalunya, obviously a little bit biased for me. I love a relegation battle, and that's what exactly Inter London are in. They're going to need a big upset today to right the ship, or it's going to get a little bit bumpier for us.
Yeah, there's a very big possibility. Inter London currently sitting 6th in the table with 10 points. Negative 2 goal differential, only 1 point above Sao Paulo, who plays Cairo today. That'll be our next match. That should go to be very exciting, but we are off and running here. Here's a throw-in by Jarvin, and ooh, Muffin goes for the really rough challenge there.
So Inter London playing in a 4-4-2 narrow diamond formation, they blind up infrequently as... Ooh.
That was very, very close to a goal.
That was very nervy. I'm not quite sure what to call that entire passage of play, but that was impressive for Catalunya, who are lining up in a 4-3-3 DM wide today.
DM wide. All right, here is Jarvinen on the throw into fist over to Okamoto. And forward to Maple off of Muffin's head, who will recover the ball. In London out in their blue and black kits today. Catalunya out in the red and yellow. Going to midfield. Dimitrov to Ruma. And intercepted by Busquets, who's going to get forward to Maple. Maple going forward for the shot, being marked by Dives in a lot, though. Gets back to Busquets, over to Maple. Maple takes the shot. Yaboa slips it, and that's a goal for Dogwood Maple. 1-0 Catalunya.
That was well worked from Catalunya. I wasn't quite sure what Maple was doing driving out wide, but apparently he knew better than I did. Wonderful shot here. Just a placed effort that gets you the better of Yaboa there. Probably could have done a little better, but...
We got rave party! We got a rave party! Rave party offside. The lines are really close. Here's Muffin on the free kick. It's going to be headed away by K. Malatu, though. Maple going back to Anavier. Back over to Maple. Maple goes intercepted by Millar. Millar has been having a bit of a rough time of late. Hoping to see some improvement in not giving up penalties, but we get the ball forward to Jerry, who takes it in the box. Being marked by Fist. Jerry goes back to Scott. Muffin fires. It's going to be blocked by Juliusson. And we're going to have ourselves a corner kick taken by Scud Muffin. Looked like it was looking for the far post, but doesn't quite get it. Gunnarsson snatches it out of the air.
I need a correction. I apologize. Inter London are playing in a 4-3-3 as well.
Oh, did you just assume the formation? Oh, Oh, it's Anavier almost with the goal, but it goes wide.
No, I forgot that the diamond needs a tip. Yeah. The 433 DM wide looks like it could have a diamond, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, Gunnarsson going to Julius in the Busquets to Fist, who's going to go back to Julius and going forward to Vins forward to Kimawatu. Never mind, it's the McFlopface who intercepted his own teammate's pass. Vincent, I don't know what that back kick was, but that was certainly fancy. Goes back to Fist forward to Yarvin into Maple. Or to Okamoto. Okamoto, open shot, slide by Ruma to keep it out of the box.
Ruma able to track back there, but Okamoto held it a little long. Probably would like to see that shot go a little quicker if you're Catalunya.
Dimitrov fires it into row E. It's going to just bounce around, go to the concessions. Maybe the ball will pick up a snack. And you have time to pick up a snack as well, as we are at the half with a 1-0 Catalunya lead over Inter London. 6 shots to 3, 2 shots on target to 0. Both XGs under 1, but Catalunya is significantly closer to 1. They got the one in the net.
Yeah, good goal from early on from Dogwood Maple, and from the bulk of the opportunities, well deserved overall. They had a few shots that could have been closer to the net that did go wide today, so all is fair here at Catalunya. Speaking of concessions, though, inflation these days, I'm not quite sure many fans at all are going to be coming back with snaps.
That is fair. One thing I didn't notice is that Catalunya has 6 fouls. Inter London only has 1. Do you think that could be an indication that Inter London is playing a little passive?
I think it's linked to possession. Inter London have held the ball really well this season and are holding the ball really well against Catalunya. Currently 54%, if I remember correctly there. Catalunya typically hold the ball much better than that. Possession is one of their key points of their philosophy, and surprising to see them let it go so easily. Perhaps that's why we're seeing such a high frequency of fouls from Catalunya, just effort to win the ball back.
That was Bernia and Rising coming in for McFlopface and Okamoto.
What the fouls haven't resulted in yet are cards for Catalunya, so they're still clean, which means that it hasn't come much of anything to Inter London.
All right, second half off and running. Someone was offside. We have a throw in. Busquets over to Vins. Kemoatu back to Rising forward to Busquets, headed away by Donnarumma over to Jerry. McGurk, who looks like he's looking for K. Clements, but it's going to be headed away. Picked up by Vins. We're back at midfield over to DeBernia. DeBernia going forward to Rising. Rising taking it to the back line, looking for the cross, but Ruma clears it out. Vins with the recovery over to Rising again. Rising over to Kemoatu, over to Busquets to Rising one more time, being very closely marked by Yore. Busquets forward to Vins Rising with the open shot. Mojo Rising his second goal of the game for Catalunya. 5th goal in the season for Mojo Rising. Oh, disallowed.
It is not. He is offside.
Oh, yeah, he is very much. You see, the red line is past the blue line, and that means that he is offside.
Indeed. Just this time run by Rising. Good looking opportunity, though.
His Dogwood Maple blocked by Yaboa. Maple's offside.
So we can see Catalunya pressing that back line of Inter London very, very hard.
All right, TVC, hear me out. One day, you should just let me do color commentary. We should just see how. Oh, Jerry tripped in the box. No foul called though. Muffin went for the shot, but it goes wide. Yeah, you should just let me see how much of a disaster that goes.
Well, if I allowed you to call color any more than you do now, someone else would have to tell me what the jerseys are.
Look. I don't know why I call out what color people are wearing. I just feel like it's one of those things that, like...
It's a good show. It's for our fans who may not be able to watch every moment of the play or can only catch glimpses of the field.
Like, if you ever watch a boxing match, they show you, like, who's wearing what color trunks. Here's the burn you with the fire, but blocked by Yabella. But if you ever watch boxing, they tell you, like, who's wearing what color trunks so you can keep track of it better. But, someone might not know every team's colors.
It's important to establish.
Exactly.
Plus, it helps people know what home fans are.
So here's a throw-in from Dimitrov on the McGurk going deep. Looked like looking for Clements, but overshot. It's going to be recovered by Vins. We're in the 72nd minute now. Vins over forward to Rising, going all the way back to Gunnarsson. Forward to Fist. Fist going to Järvinen. They get past Scud Muffin. And now here's Anavier taking it up the side over to Järvinen again. Going forward, looking for Dogwood Maple. Puts a little too much mustard on it. Taken by, dives in a lot. Going forward for Jerry. Jerry has an open shot in front of him. It's saved by Gunnarsson. Recovered by Juliusson.
Inter London have had good chances in this game,
but just haven't gotten to convert them.
Yeah,
Joy going forward. The McGurk fires, tipped by Gunnarsson out of bounds. That's going to be a corner.
Alexander Gunnarsson has been very, very good when called upon so far, and a bit of a flurry of activity now for Inter London.
So here's Maple recovering the header. Ooh, challenged by Millar. That's a throw-in.
Hasn't been booked yet, so Millar able to take those sort of chances right now. Outside the box, of course.
Outside the box, keyword. It's going to Julius into Busquets, forward to Kemalatu. And now, we're evolving from the triangle game. We're playing a diamond game now. Nope, wait, nope, we're back to triangle. Someone needs to put pressure. Clements and Jerry are standing right there, but no one is applying the pressure. And they can just keep doing this.
Actually, endorsed the triangle philosophy. I'm surprised we don't see more triangle ball from them. They are up after all.
Yeah.
I think we would if they held the ball a little bit better, which is ironically contradictory to, the fact that they're not playing triangle ball.
He was rising. Kemalatu went for the shot, but it's blocked by Yore. The floor keeps them in bounds. And Inter London running out of time.
I think that if they had more possession, they would be playing more triangle ball.
Right.
Probably what's happening in the background right now is time ticks away.
Yeah. 88th minute now. Still 1-0 Catalunya. Dimitrov with the interception. Gets it to Yeboah, who kicks it deep, but going to be no Inter London players anywhere near that. Recovered by Catalunya. Järvinen going forward to Rising. Rising outside the box. Kemalatu blocked by Millar. And that'll be a corner kick for Catalunya. How much stoppage time are we going to get here?
Probably a minute.
1 minute, maybe 2. It is only going to be 1 minute. Here's Vins. Nope, never mind. Maple going back to Kemalatu. Forward to Maple again to Rising. Who goes back to Busquets to Vins. And that's going to be taken off the chest of Anavier, who's going to go to the back corner. It's going to be kicked out by Ruma, and the referee will blow the whistle. That is full time as Catalunya takes a 1-0 victory over Inter London.
Yeah, good win for Catalunya. Well deserved at the end of the day. They managed to pull their possession numbers back to about even there by the end of the match, and overall just dictated the flow of the game really well. They were obviously the more clinical of the two teams today, and sometimes one goal is all you need.
Budget Busquets, the player of the match, with the 7.6 rating. 7.6 does not get you player of the match that often.
Yeah, he set up the goal that got Catalunya the win there very early on, and has been since very good defensively on the ball.
Yeah. If you're in London, though, I think you take something good out of this. Like, Catalunya is a very good team. They're currently second in the table, but behind, of course, Hollywood. So, like, you need every point you can get, but a 1-0 loss is not the end of the world.
You need goal differential too, so this is a big deal for a team like Catalunya who score buckets for fun. 1-0 win is something that they'll take, I'm sure, but they would have loved to win by more, and 1-0 loss not the worst for London, so they'll move on.
Well, we talked about the relegation battle. We have another game involving that. We have Cairo versus Sao Paulo. Cairo sitting fifth in the table with 11 points, -1 goal differential. Sao Paulo currently sitting in 7th place, 9 points, -5 goal differential. If Sao Paulo can win this game, they will leapfrog not only out of relegation, but up to 5th, putting Inter London in the drop zone and Cairo on the edge of it. So,
yeah, well, speaking of teams whom are in that battle, right? Cairo had done some good work to put themselves ahead and get out of that position, right? And now a chance to undo it all here for Sao Paulo.
All right. So, Cairo, wearing the yellow. Sao Paulo, wearing the red. All right. We got there. Noodle to Bjorkis. Intercepted by Lexington to Newman. Biscuit up there by himself. Shot saved by the Heretic. Oh, I saw we already picked up an early yellow for Sam Siege.
A lot of supporters in town for Sao Paulo. You see that wayside packed with red.
Here's Lexington headed away by Howd to England. Siege off of Bjorkis' face, but that's all right. He's a soccer player. He'll keep going. They get it back to England, going back to Fred to Lexington. All right. I was going to ask you about the formations, but we're already 30 minutes into this game. We're flying by.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose we'll see them at halftime, but it wouldn't hurt for me to go over them anyway. Sao Paulo playing in a 3-4-3 with the 3 strikers up top. And Cairo playing in a 4-2. Well, no, it's a 4-3-3 DMY.
Ooh.
Almost started a 4-2-3-1. Oops.
Is it one of those 4-3-3s that I would consider not a 3?
Yeah.
I can't.
It's because the. Oh, wow, what a shot by Torres. But no, it's because the defensive midfielder doesn't line up with the other midfielders, that's why it's hard to call it a 4-3-3. It doesn't really look like a 3. It looks like a 1-2.
Yeah. Danes going back. Bjorkis Jeeves fires into the stands.
I call it a 4-3-3 for the sake of simplicity.
See, I just like to call it by however many people I see on a line. And that's how I end up calling things like 4-1-2-1-1-7-3-11. I'm good at my job.
Now it sounds like you're calling a football play and not a football formation.
Fair. Here's Fred going forward to Newman. Newman fires, blocked by Snooks, recovered by Jeeves, given to Black, and Black clears it out. Recovered by Lexington, going forward to Anshaw. Anshaw goes to the cross, and it's off of Arisov's face and rolls out of the arena. We're going to have a corner kick from Lexington. Headed away by Staines. Looked like he was looking for Fred, and that's going to be kicked out by Torres. Throw in from Anshaw. 39th minute. Crossing into the 40th minute. Anshaw going back to Fred over the Lexington. Lexington going back to Mayhem. Mayhem takes it across midfield over to England, over to Fred. Fred goes forward looking for Abramovic. Puts a little too much mustard on it. Gets it over to Jeeves instead. Now we're playing some very dangerous triangle ball right in front of the goal with an opposing player there, but they go deep for Torres. Goes to Hines it over to Noodle. Noodle fires, saved by Rage and cleared out.
Tough angle shot there for Noodle, but really good worked effort from Cairo. That's kind of gonna bring us to the end of that half.
Yeah. We reach the half, a 0-0 draw as it stands right now. 4 shots to 3 in favor of Cairo. Both have 1 shot on target. The XG in favor of Sao Paulo, 0.74 to 0.32. And they both share 50-50 possession.
Yeah, it's been a very even game from both sides. I'm surprised Cairo's defense has held up really well against one of the premier attacks in our league,
Right.
which is really funny to be saying for a team embroiled in a relegation battle, but it's the truth. Sao Paulo have been a premier attacking team this year. They just haven't been able to hold their defense together very often.
So it looks like we have no changes at the half. So we're going to run out the same 22 here. We have Noodle taking the ball up, crosses midfield, trying to get around Inklin, but Inklin is given him no such room to do so. Goes back to Bjorkis, to Jeeves, and has his pocket picked by Fred. We're off and running. Oh, boy. Desovitz looked for Siege, but it's intercepted by Bjorkis, and someone just yeeted it out of play. Here's Jeeves on the corner, looking near post for Noodle, headed away. Oh, boy. Another corner kick. Jeeves, again looking near post, headed by Bjorkis, but over the net. How many corners have we had? It feels 9 for Cairo.
Yeah, they really love those set pieces. Unfortunately, hasn't been paying off for them today. But just been wasting a lot of time. It looks like.
Yeah. So we're here in the 70th minute. Lexington going forward to Abramovic, looking for Biscuit, but it's intercepted by Howd. And they're going to cross to Noodle, who's cross midfield, going for Torres. Torres fires! Franco Torres gets it in the goal. Rage comes off the line and pays for it. It's 1-0 Cairo.
Commentator curse. As soon as I said it, Cairo scored.
What a great pass by Noodle.
I'm rather glad Cairo scored because there was a whole lot of nothing going on in this match until that beautiful take by Torres.
So the lines are close. I'm a noted person who does not like when goalkeepers leave the goal that far. And that's exactly why I hate it, because if he's on the line, he makes that save. But he came up way out of goal. Noodle again saved by Rage. So we're going to have a free kick from Lexington. That's going to be headed away by Snooks, recovered by Inklin, who goes forward, headed over the net. It'll be a goal kick. We're just getting a bunch of quick snippets of action happening, and then it just dies down. 1 minute of stoppage time. Here's Mayhem to Fred. This game could end at any minute now in the attacking third, headed away by Snooks. And that'll be the final whistle blown. Cairo takes a very important 1-0 win over Sao Paulo.
Yeah, that was a very surprising game for me to watch Sao Paulo. Their attack was very muted today. Only had 55 or 45% possession overall the match, and really that opportunity in the first half was their best.
Yeah.
On the other side, Cairo continued to dominate through the match. They held the ball really well, made the most of their opportunities. At times, it didn't look like they were going to find a way through, but eventually they found Torres on an opportunity that just put him one-on-one, and he was able to complete it.
Yeah. And that's a very important win for them, because now with 4 match days to go, they are 5 points clear of that drop zone. So
yeah, no, this is a big win for Cairo. This moves them into some relative safety, and that's a spot in which they've been fighting to get to for most of the year. So I'm sure they'll be thrilled with that.
Alrighty. So closing the book on that game, we're going to get into our next match here. This is Kaapstad versus Hollywood, and
we've seen this one before.
I've seen this movie before. Hollywood sitting at the top of the table, 25 points, plus 21 goal differential. Kaapstad sitting at the bottom of the table, 0 points, negative 28 goal differential. So it does seem like a bit of a mismatch, but Any given day. It could be. We just watched Hollywood drop out of the cup just recently.
Yeah,
So
big game against Tokyo, in which Hollywood received their first loss of the season.
yeah,
Haven't lost in division yet, though.
right. Yeah, they had the one draw and they've won every other game. But here's possible. Go looking for Taka, but it's going to be headed away by Camavinga, recovered by Calvator. Calvator goes back to Gerard, being marked by Gordon, gets past him, goes for the cross, and that's going to go wide on the rare missed header by Ricky Bobby. The row in from Kraustis. Kraustis going for the cross, going to be headed away by Costanza over to Taka. Taka goes forward to Ricky Bobby, crosses midfield, tries to get past Muir, does, goes forward for Linquai. Linquai fires, and is going to be saved by Hall. All right.
Yeah, bit of relief from Hall there. That was a pretty poor shot selection from Liang Kai, who's normally pretty deadly from that position.
Yeah, we're only 6 minutes in, but Hollywood does seem a little. Oh God! Taka goes down in the box. No foul called. The header hits the side netting, but stays in bounds. Hollywood recovers. Gerard just tries to go for the cross, but it's going to bounce off of Gordon. That's going to be a corner kick. A lot happened there. Corner kick headed away. Going to be recovered by Zimmer. Putnesca. Ooh. That's going to be a yellow for Alfredo Putnesca. Ooh, goal line technology. I have not seen this on a cast yet.
Really? It happens every now and then. Every time it's just completely pointless.
I was going to say, I looked at it just like, I don't know what I'm gaining from this, but all right, I guess it's not a goal. Here we go.
Yeah, the only problem is it was never a goal to begin with.
Yeah. So here's Gerard taking it towards the back, goes for the cross. Looked like he was looking for Tiki Taka, gets Ricky Bobby instead, who heads it, but it's saved by Hall. Hall clears it out, goes all the way deep, looking for Zimmer. Going to be recovered by Costanza instead, gotten over to Gerard. Gerard looking for another cross to Bobby, header, saved by Hall. Ooh, excuse me. I mute myself in time, I apologize.
That's all right, drink some water.
Here's Jarrow going over to Possible. Possible taking it past midfield again, up to Ricky Bobby, who's staying on the very edge of the line here. Putnesca gets it to Rashford, to Ricky Bobby, over to Possible, over to Bobby again, fires, and it's going to be tipped by Hall. To get it out of bounds, we're going to have another corner kick.
So early on, Kaapstad under siege, have not conceded yet. No, Hollywood continue to prod.
Yeah, Hollywood just keeps going for it, and I that when you give them this many opportunities, eventually something's going to find its way in.
Well, it becomes a bit of a waiting game, but also a fun waiting game. I'm enjoying watching Kaapstad's defense hold, and I'm still taking bets on when it will break. Got a little action of
ooh, good hold.
Nearly lost there. A little action of under 55 minutes.
Yeah. So here's Calvator going back to Gerard, who's got a lot of open field in front of him. Goes for the back over the Calvator to Linquai, who fires, blocked by Camavinga. Recovered by Calvator again, over to Gerard, looking for the cross for Tiki Taka, but it's going to be headed by Camavinga over to Hall.
So we're going to need to see Kaapstad start turning these saves into some attacks. And
yes.
It starts with that. The distribution of the ball after the save.
Oh, goodness.
Or, the restart after they get scored on by Liang Kai. 10th of the season for him. There was a save here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They're very much, yeah. It was a block. Then off the deflection, Linquai puts it in. That's 1-0 Hollywood.
What a weird way for them to get their break, but they'll take it, I'm sure, as we tick into the 36th, almost a halftime.
Costanza going for the cross to Taco over to Gerard to Link. Why fires again, looking for his second, but doesn't get it as Hall makes the save.
Really well finessed effort from Liang Kai, but I think Dexter Hall has seen that kind of shot from him before, so able to put himself in the right spot.
Well, here's Taco taking it outside the box to Gerard to Calvator. For back to Possible, who's going to take it up the sideline, looking to get it to Tiki Taka. It's going to be blocked by Kamavinga. Kamavinga has been all over the place on defense today. I feel like Kamavinga has blocked more shots that have been saved Dexter Hall. And that's not taking anything away from Hall. Hall's been making saves, but I just feel like I've seen Kamavinga block so many shots.
Yeah, it's been a cohesive defense from the two. Kamavinga shadowing Hall really there where he isn't, and that's really been crucial for Kaapstad.
There's Gerard header, and that's going to go over the bar.
I can safely say they are only one down now, so it's very possible they come back in this match.
Yeah, and we hit the half. Well, see, Hollywood's up 1-0. You said they're only down 1. The problem is that in order to come back in this match,
you need to shoot.
They're going to need to take a shot.
Yep. I saw that as we flashed into halftime there, and I was going to make that exact comment, but no, you're correct. To even a game, to score a goal, you need to shoot the ball at the opposition net, and preferably at it and on it. But I've seen weirder.
I mean, you could just hope for the miracle own goal on the weirdest own goal ever, but
that's what would need to happen. So, fingers crossed. Well, I hope Kaapstad fans don't have to hope for that result. I'm sure that they'll find a way to link up. They have certainly this year. They've scored a few goals this year. It's not been a drought of endless disaster for them.
Right.
It's just been difficult for them to find the net. They have the opportunities.
Costanza picking up a very early in the second half yellow card, 46th minute. Calvator going forward to Ling Kwai, looking to stay on the attack. Looking for Ricky Bobby, and that's headed by Hall. Kamavinga there again, though, in case Hall missed it. Kamavinga just playing the second, the rare second goalkeeper position. Is doing it very well.
I think they used to call that the libero, but it's been a very long time since I've seen one of those.
I'm going to have a goal kick now for Kaapstad. Here's Kraustis taking the corner, the offensive corner for Kaapstad. Looking to make something happen. It's going to be headed away. Picked up by Ricky Bobby, who's going to take it up the field, cross midfield, trying to beat Gordon. Can't quite outpace Gordon. Takes it all the way to the back corner. Goes back towards the middle for Ling Kwai to kind of get a setup going. Over the Rashford to Calvator, over the Ling Kwai. Ling Kwai goes forward to Ricky Bobby. Headed, saved by Hall, and a diving save.
Hall having made 10 saves so far this match.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In a busy man. Though, as you had noted earlier, Kamavinga has probably made 10 on his own.
Yeah, Kamavinga, like, all over the place. Here's Hall to go out deep, overshoots Zimmer. Well, I don't know if he overshot or Zimmer just wasn't prepared for how long that far, how far that ball was going to go. Ricky Bobby with the header, but that's just over the net, and that's going to be another goal kick. 68th minute, Costanza forward to Calvator to Ricky Bobby again. Bobby taking up, trying to get past Kraustis. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. Gets it over to Possible on the edge of the box with the cross. Cross is intercepted by Hall, snatches it out of the air. And goes deep again, looking for Hulkavado. Can't quite find his man, though. Hollywood back on the attack. Here's Bobby. Goes to take his shots. Deflected by Hall again. All right. Gerard on the corner, 69th minute. Nice corner. Calvator goes back. They get over to Miko Rashford, back to Calvator, over to Costanza, being marked by Hulkavado. Goes back to Calvator again. Gets it back to Costanza. We're playing a little bit of time wasting here. Miko Rashford gets over to Gerard, intercepted by Mueller. Gets it forward to Zimmer. Zimmer, they're forward in the attacking third. Never mind. Here's Rashford on a free kick. Hall going way out of his goal.
He made that real free for Dexter Hall. Didn't really need to put much effort into claiming that.
Nope, did not. Okay, we're about to cross the 70-minute mark. Bobby taking on the edge of the box, looking for Linkwai, overshoots. Goes back to Gerard, who goes forward in, headed by Bobby. Saved by Hall. Gosh, how many saves is that for Hall today?
13.
Yeah, it's a lot.
More than the average, but we said that a lot about Dexter Hall this year.
Yeah. Here's Linkwai, goes back to Calvatori, to Rashford, to Bobby, to Putneska. Possible takes it up the sideline, makes the cross, headed away, but recovered by Hollywood. And the Gerard, who has a lot of open space in front of him. Takes it towards back to Linkwai. Gerard looking for the Ricky Bobby header cross, but Bobby heads it just wide of the goal. Or just not enough. Depending on how you want to look at it.
Probably put a little bit too much in the wrong direction there. Took it a little bit off and just ended up with a bit of a mess.
Gordon looking to get it back on the attacking side of the field, but the pass is intercepted. They get it forward to Ricky Bobby over to Linkwai, who fires, and that's Linkwai. That's the second goal of the game for them. 2-0 Hollywood.
And that came very quickly for Hollywood. Not a lot of setup in this goal here. We've seen them through stretches of time with the possession of the ball, unable to really crack the defense, but all it really took was a breakdown in a quick exchange here. That 1-2 pass unlocking the strikers, and that should be the dagger for Hollywood.
Yeah. 88th minute. Linkwai goes back to Gerard, over the Calvator, back to Gerard. Over to Costanza. Gerard, we're going to play a little bit of triangle ball here. We go all the way back. My goodness, Scott Sterling is so far out of goal. Felt like he wanted to be involved in this game.
I think he does, because I don't think Kaapstad has shot at the net.
Oh, Tiki Taka, what a shot.
Speaking of at the net and in the net, I suppose.
3-0 Hollywood. What a shot by Tiki Taka.
Just incredible for Hollywood all year, and he gets his just rewards out of this one. That was assisted by Leon Kai, by the way, who would likely be our man of the match. Just run into the last little bits here.
Probably. Here's Valor looking for Maradona, but it's going to be headed away. Kraustis dribbles it out of bounds, and that's the final whistle. Anyway, Hollywood takes a 3-0 victory over Kaapstad.
I will say, until the 80th minute, Kaapstad looked very, very good.
Yes. But we have to talk about the elephant in the room. 90 minutes, 0 shots. You can't be doing that.
I mean, you could, you just won't win. And you don't need to in football. A draw is often enough. But to do that, you can't let them score. And Hollywood found a way to do that 3 times today. And to be fair to them, they probably would have found different ways to score if they hadn't scored in the manners that they had. So I think it was a pretty fair overall scoreline. But
by the way, I don't know if you saw jokes on you, Ricky Bobby, man of the match.
How? He didn't.
He had key passes.
I think he had the 1 or 2 assists for Liankai's goals, but like that's okay. Okay, FM. Okay.
So we're gonna go on to our final game of the day, and you talked about how Catalunya London was it's the game you're most excited for. This was the game I was most excited for. Athênai versus Tokyo, 3rd and 4th place in the table. Both have 15 points. Athênai only ahead on goal differential, +6 to Tokyo's +3. So this should be a good match.
So Athênai playing in a 4-3-3, DM wide, and Hollywood playing in an asymmetric.
I mean Tokyo.
Sorry, Tokyo. I apologize. Playing an asymmetric, what I can only call a 4-5-1 or a asymmetric 4-4-2.
My goodness, I wish I could see this formation. All right. So Rube gets
20
it over
minutes
the
gone already.
Yeah, 22nd minute. Here's Kairo taking it up the side, trying to get past Ramirez. Instead, goes back to Touchette. Gets it over to Hogg. Touchette goes forward to Asagi, to Hayden. Hayden to Ness. Ness with the cross, and that's going to be tipped over the bar by Anderson.
It is Hayden up top today, so Skyrise not on the pitch. Otherwise, I think that may have ended up in the back of the net.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that combination for 3 goals the last time we saw Tokyo out.
So here's Touchette going back to Powdered Toast Man, headed away by Joker. Touchette intercepted by Gin Tonic. Okay. Now time's still flying by here in this first half. Not a lot happening. Hayden's offside.
Tokyo holding a lot of the ball, and Athênai not letting them do too much with it. It's not exactly uncommon. This is kind of Athênai's play style.
Asagi going back over to Ness. Ness to Asagi, gets it in the box. Trip in the box, but Shinji Kaito on the deflection. That's going to be a 1-0 Tokyo lead in the 43rd minute.
I apologize to Athênai. I have jinxed them. I said it, and then they scored right away.
You really got to stop doing that.
Really a bit of a botched ball. I think the shot went off the foot of Lind and into the waiting hands, foot of Shinji Kaito, who just drilled that home.
Yeah,
really not a ton you can do about it.
I mean, it looked like the pass was intended for Hogg, and then Hogg got tripped and couldn't get the ball. And then it was just like, oh, okay. Well, if you're not going to take the pass, I'll take it. And Kaito just puts it in the back of the net.
Stepped into it. And that's really unfortunate for Anderson, because that is the 3rd shot of the match for Tokyo. Obviously on net, in target, it hit the back of the net, but that's not the 3rd shot of the night you want to see as Janik Anderson.
No. What I'm intrigued about is what kind of shot do you have to end up with exactly 1/100th of an expected goal? Because that's all that Athênai has on the board right now, 0.01 XG. And I just want to know how that happens. Did not look like we got any subs in the halftime, by the way.
I think it would be a shot at the direction of the net from like kind of where Asagi held the ball there.
Right. Here's Soderbergh going back to Ness. Ness to Asagi. Ness takes it out of the box, blocked by Jaeger on the cross. Soderbergh goes back to Ness to Asagi. Asagi to Touchette. Back to Toastman. Let's try to get a little bit of a reset. All right. And that's, oh, geez, I looked away for 1 second. We had a free kick for Rupp that just
ends up in the goal. What was Janik Anderson doing over there?
I don't know. Like, I looked
Replay,
away
please.
1 second to check a message. And
He just
what?
overran the defender.
What?
I think the only way I could explain this is I think he was going to go pick up the free kick. Because
Yeah.
he thought it flew past everyone, and then Shinji Kaido just appeared out of nowhere, and no, that was Mike Rupp.
Right.
And
Anderson went to save on that one.
Yeah, poked that home because otherwise, what was he doing there?
I don't know. Like you said, I just like, I had a Discord message pop up, and I'm like, let me go make sure that's not important. I turn back, and it's just like, oh, by the way, that's a goal. And I'm just like, what? Excuse me?
What a weird goal for Tokyo, but I'm sure they'll take it. They'll take it.
They'll absolutely take it.
Now Athênai are in trouble.
Yeah. So here's Vin going back to Anderson. Anderson goes out deep looking for Owen 44, but overshoots, gets it to Versetti. Powdered Toast Man over to Hog, over to Shinji Kaido, gets back to Powdered Toast Man. Goes back to Shinji Kaido, trying to get around Ramirez, turns Ramirez around, gets past him, takes it up the sideline, does a little shimmy on Labovich, goes back to Touchette, forward to Hog. Hog in the box, but it's, Hog is offside.
Yeah, he looked real offside there. I wasn't quite sure if they would call it, but he did look off.
So here's Ness on the corner. It's going to be headed away by Lockyer, who beats Rupp to the ball. Kaido takes it over to Hog to the edge of the box. Kaido back to Hog inside the box, fires, and that's going to be over the goal.
In the way things have gone for Tokyo, you kind of expected that to wind up in the back of the net.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Owen 44, open shot, clear shot, buries it. Off the assist from Didi Yoker, Owen 44 has Athênai back in this game.
Flag stays down. They're still in this, Athênai, and Tokyo kind of caught napping there.
Yeah, Yoker with the deep pass to 44, who gets past Versetti and, like I said, just buries it into the back of the net.
Yeah, 44 with that lethal instinct. Former Golden Boot winner. Those lines are very close.
Fisher gets it over to 44. Back to Fisher, over to Yoker. Yoker tries to go back, trying to get the equalizer goal, but crosses a little too early. It ends up at the foot of Touchette. Goes back to Rupp. Over to Ness, who's going to take it up the sideline here. Crosses midfield. Back to Soderberg. Back to Touchette. We're back on the Tokyo side of the field. Rupp. We go forward to Asagi, who makes a deep pass for Kaido. But Kaido, marked by Ramirez, can't get an open shot off. Goes back to Hog, back to Touchette. I just heard something in the room behind me. That's mildly concerning. Ness to Asagi, back to Ness, back to Asagi. Ooh.
That's a penalty.
That's a penalty. That is not what you want to do in the 83rd minute when you're down one. Here's Soderberg. Take the penalty, fires, and that's a goal as Anderson guesses wrong. And it's 3-1 Tokyo.
Sends Yannick Anderson the wrong way. It has not been his match. And on a better day, he might stop this one. He's made those sort of saves before. He's very acrobatic in that sense, but Helena Soderberg just able to send him the wrong way today.
So here's Yoker to take the corner. 90th minute, 3 minutes of stoppage time here. So there's still some time for something to happen. Nice curve on that kick from Yoker, but easily saved by Rube.
You asked me what a 0.01 XG shot looked like, right? I think that's one of them.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
That's the one.
It wasn't really a shot now, was it?
It just kind of was conveniently near the net.
But in order to count the save, you need to register it as a shot.
Oh, speaking of saves, there's a jumping save by Anderson. 92nd minute, here's Yoker. On the corner, looking near post, but headed away by Hog. Didn't get quite enough height on it. to get it to any of the Athênai players. Goes to Lockyer to Ligmanen. Forward to Labovic. Goes back to Ligmanen looking for 44. Rossetti says, nah, I'm not going to let you do that. Gintonic takes it out of the box. Goes for the cross looking for 44 again, but can't quite find him. Going to be cleared out by Athênai. We're going into the final minute of this match as we have now crossed the threshold into the 93rd minute. 44 open shot, and 44! What a goal!
I thought that might have been offside, but the flag will stay down, which means that, oh lordy, that penalty mattered, because now it would have been tied, and instead, Athênai are still 1-0 down. One goal down.
We're way off the line there.
Yeah, I don't think he expected 44, but this is the second time that Athênai have been able to catch Tokyo drifting off the defense like this.
Whoa!
Well, this is why Owen 44 is such a good footballer. So quick, quite literally glides across the plate.
It's recovered. Lockyer goes over to Joker. You guys can't keep kicking the ball back and forth in your own half. You have to get something going. Going deep. The ref's going to let the game keep going because of that goal. Soderberg with the recovery. Gets it over. No, intercepted by Fisher, but it's picked back. And now Hayden takes it to Cairo to the other side of the field. Asagi trying to get into the attacking zone. Fires, and it looked like it was off the bar.
That's got to be it, right? Yeah, that is
it. That is it. We have hit full time. Tokyo takes a very close 3-2 victory.
A nervy win for Tokyo. I mean, I can't say it wasn't deserved. Look at that XG. Look at the overall match. Tokyo outplayed Athênai in almost every quarter.
Yeah.
But Athênai were just so clinical when they did get the chances, right? 44 is the man to do that. You know, if there's any team who could use his explosive scoring to their advantage, it would be Athênai. Unfortunately, today they just couldn't do it defensively, which is surprising for me because they're normally very solid.
And credit to Owen 44, the rare losing side player of the match, with the 7.9 match rating on the 2 goals, and just really trying to keep Athênai in the game, but just can't quite get it done. Tokyo leapfrogs into 3rd place now. Off of that, Athênai falls to 4th. And that's really the only standings change that we'll see today, is every other game kind of played out as you expected it to. So, Hollywood won, Catalunya won, Cairo beat Sao Paulo. Tokyo Athênai, I don't think there really was a favorite. Like I said, they were both tied in points. So, I think this is a pretty routine day here.
Yeah, I think gonna be big wins for Tokyo and for Cairo, right? That win for Cairo puts them 3 or 4 points off of Inner London, who sit in 6th, and 5 points off Sao Paulo, who sit in 7th. So they're feeling pretty safe from relegation as we wind into the end of the season here, right?
Yeah.
So a pretty big match for them, if anything.
Yeah. So that is going to do it for us tonight. If you stuck around through all 4 matches, I really appreciate that you did. I hope you all had a great time joining us for these games. I know I had a great time. So until next time, I've been Xenlos.
And I'm TVC.
And I hope you all have a fantastic night. Good night.
Bye.
Stop. All right.
Let me kick.